This exercise is single leg hip thrusters using a easy bar or a barbell, a dumbbell. You can use anything for resistance, whatever you have at the gym or at home. So let's go through the movement first without the weight, and then we'll add the weight into the mix. All right, so you're gonna be on the bench with your upper to mid back on the bench. You don't want to be too much of the lower back because it's gonna hinder your mobility as you go into that hip thruster. So you're kind of covering your shoulder blades, basically. From there, you're gonna bring one leg over the other like so, or you can keep the leg out, whatever's easier. This is gonna require probably a little bit more quad and hip flexion to maintain that position. So you can stay like this as you're going through that hip thruster. So you wanna focus on keeping your hips neutral the entire time and not dropping the hips at all. So use that core, use those glutes to keep those hips neutral throughout the entire range of motion. So from there, you're gonna find a point on the wall. Your head's gonna stay looking at that the entire time, just so that you don't wanna be going into any extension or hyperextension at the cervical spine. So now you're going to drive your hips towards the ceiling, control back to that starting point. All right, you wanna feel it in that glute of the leg that's driving here. So you're squeezing the glute, driving through that mid-foot heel area, right back down. Just to add the weights to the mix, you're gonna have the weights right on the hips. Not going too far with your feet, so you wanna have a 90-degree bend in your knee at the end range of that bridge. So again, you're here, driving up, squeeze that glute, keep the core engaged, right back to that starting point. And that is a single leg hip thruster off the bench with some resistance.